You're right guys, Nathan here, welcome back to a new video / episode of How to FUT. And as you'll see at the start, we're opening a free pack, and sorry for no video yesterday as well. I was at my mum's and I actually had planned to do the footage just with not the face cam. I brought my mic with me, but unfortunately I put all the wrong footage on my USB stick, and I wanted to record another bit because it was quite short, and it just didn't work. I recorded it in a completely different file type to the one Video Wave recognises, and yeah, I don't know how to change it now because this records it in a an MP4, and my other one saves it as an FLV, which is I think a VLC media player file or something like that, and it can only be watched in that, I guess. And yeah, it was just a bit annoying, but luckily we didn't do anything irreparable that I needed to show you. All I show you now is that I think, or I'll show you later in the episode, is what happened, what I did. I basically traded with players and bought a few players as well. So as you'll see here, we are literally just removing players from the reserves because we want to get some new players in. We got Weiser and Bittencourt from the Bundesliga. Weiser is potentially sort of the best right back in the entire Bundesliga that's non-rare due to his pace and his sort of all-round stats. But he's a bit weak. But there's not really any other option until we get Piszczek, who's like a bit expensive. He's the only one who's going to fit in. For 600 coins, I can't really go wrong. I actually bid on 3 of them. I don't know why it does this. When I go in full screen, it just cuts off half it for some reason. I'm not really too sure. I use OBS to record the screen, and it's absolutely fine when I go out of the tab. But I think I picked them all up for 600 and sold them all for 700. So make a bit of profit on some cards. I just wanted to secure one, that's why I bought so many. And then we're going after Ibrahima Traore from Gladbach. Decent right mid. I'm going to tell you that. 4-star skills. The only reason I'm going after him is because he's sort of value for money. Like, there's Herman as well, who is similar rating, but he goes for like 3 times as much. He's got better shooting, but I think Traore will do alright because he's still got 70 shooting. He's got decent passing, and he's got a lot of pace as well. He's got 4-star skills also, and until we can afford those sort of high tier players, we're going to be using players like him. And I think he'll do an okay job, as well as maybe put a few crosses into my tall strikers. I am going to play a 4-4-2 to start with because it was my I haven't changed to the second one yet, but I will do because it's my favourite formation last year, and if it's my favourite formation, I'm best with it. May as well bring it into the new FIFA to play to my strengths, I guess. You see there my trade pile. I'm having trouble shifting on some of these Turkish league players like Holman and Boabona, Basan. No one seems to be buying them, and they buy some of them, but it would just take a while for them to go, I guess. But we haven't made that much of a loss on them either because they're only 300 coins, and when you sell one player, you're basically covering for the 2 you've bought. So that's the way I think about it anyway. So we're sort of just going after a bit of live trading here, and this is where I got worried because I was running out of coins because no one was selling, and there was no one on the market to trade with because everyone must have discovered that the thingies were out. You can basically, if you have the companion app on your phone, let me see if I can get it up. Let me see. Companion app. See, there it is. On my phone, the companion app. You can do the squad building challenges. Let me just get that quick here. The squad building challenges. And I've done a lot of them on the Xbox. I've actually, I'll talk about it in a minute, but I've got decent packs out of it. You get like 25k packs. If you have the money, you can get 50k packs as well. Prime player packs. All sorts. And I think people must have discovered that these players can be used to basically do it the cheapest way possible, is what I looked to. When it first came out, like I think Wednesday night maybe, I think was when it came out. No one was bothering to pick up these players, so I was able to do them really on the cheap and get these packs really cheaply. But now players are being driven up in value because so many people want them, and yeah, I don't think the market will go completely dry of players. It definitely has decreased the amount that are on there because usually the market is just flooded with non-rares, which I think is usually a very bad thing for people trying to sell them. But now with people using them in these squad building tournaments, they're selling. I think it's a very effective system of getting cards off the market and people actually being able to sell their players. Like Adriano is a good example because he's Brazilian and in the Turkish league, got lots of good strong links. Can be used in a lot of the hybrid squad building challenges that are prevalent in the thing, and he sells for like 900 coins to 400 coins, depending on how many there are usually. And if he wasn't, he's a bang average card. He'd be going for 300 coins. You know, just a complete discard. And I think having this new way of just getting cards off the market is really good. And you can, I list everyone up I get in packs now, just because they might sell. Like some random non-rare from the Russian league who was like Uruguayan, sold of 600 coins this day. I would discard him otherwise, you know. And yeah, on the note of packs, who I've been getting, I pack Sturridge and Chiellini, Sane, Walker, and I packed someone else as well. I packed Jonas twice already, and I think I may have packed. I picked Iwobi, Welbeck, so many players from these 3 packs, and Sturridge just sold 55k, but it's on Xbox, so I might do a giveaway because I'm not getting FIFA for Xbox this year or anytime soon. So maybe when the game comes out, I'll do like a 100k giveaway or something. Because I know someone will want that, and it means absolutely nothing to me, does it? Because shut the fuck up. Dog's barking. Yeah, that is really loud. We just have to live with it. Anyway, I hope that you can't hear it as much as I can. I've got my mic on circulation, like it only picks up my voice for input. Anyway. Yeah, so we should be in like the 100k range. I may even go above that. So yeah, if you want those coins, you know, if I got to do a giveaway, just leave a comment. You know, I will give them away because it means absolutely nothing to me, as I said, and someone will be able to put them to better use, and will probably be very happy for a very long time. Anyway, moving on to this trading method, what we're doing here, we're looking at Brazilian non-rares because a lot of them go sour. But no one bids on them because a lot of them are from really strange leagues, like the Belgian league, you know, the Japanese league. Brazilians basically travel all over the place to play football, and it makes really good trading because so many players from so many different leagues get ignored. Because they're Brazilian, people are willing to buy them because still to this day people build Brazilian teams at the start of the game. And I think one of the main things to take from this is just targeting non-rares is a very good strategy from popular nations as well, because a lot of them get ignored and you'll actually make a decent amount of profit. I think later in the video I show you Argentinians as well, and I'm picking up this guy Nabul in here. I plan to do a thing, like you'll see this maybe next episode. I can't remember if it's the end of this episode that I show you. But basically, Russian League Silvers this year look pretty decent, and I want to build a backup team around them. I want to buy them all for discard, and I'm having trouble. There's one player called Mbakogu, who's like a 90 pace Nigerian who moved there from the Serie A, and this is one guy I'm talking about, Pasquato. He's very good. I've used him since I think FIFA 12. To be honest, I actually liked him as a player. But he's been in like off leagues ever since. Now he's a cam in the Russian league. I think it's the time to use him. And see that guy Bolly. He was good last year. See this is the guy Mbakogu. I think it's because he's Nigerian and got a lot of strength that people are actually wanting to buy him. There are a few others as well, like this guy Olstev, good CDM. That Nabulin guy you just saw, and yeah, just a lot of good players I want to use. I was trying to hybridize it a bit, but like it had Jonathan Codger at cam, and at this stage, you know, you don't want to be wasting coins on players that you might not even like. So sticking to standard positions and not changing them. Anyway, we buy a player. We buy Leon Goretzka, one of my favourite budget midfielders last year, and he's on upgrade. He's still got 4-star skills, and I think he'll turn out to be a good player for us. And as you see, we've got Mario Gomez as well. I think I showed that off a bit at the start, but I hope he'll be alright. He's got a lack of pace. The striker I plan to get next to him doesn't like pace at all, so we should be good on that front. Anyway, I think we're drawing to a close here. We're just looking at a left back, and I think I'll go for Burnett in the end because the Guerrero guy, he's going for ridiculous money for a non-rare, and I want to get Burnett because he's usually been solid for me throughout he's withstood the test of time, let's say. Anyway, this has been me, Nathan. I'll see you all tomorrow for the next instalment.